What if I told you the next big privacy crisis isn't coming from a smartphone or a social media app, but from a pair of glasses? Imagine walking into a coffee shop, ordering your latte, and realizing you've just been recorded by someone across the room without even knowing. That's the eerie reality smart glasses like Meta's Ray-Bans or Kmart's Anko glasses could create. And here's the kicker: unlike a phone camera, these devices are designed to be invisible. You can't tell if someone's recording you, and that's where the real danger lies. Personally, I think this is the most under-discussed privacy nightmare of our time. We've all heard about facial recognition and data breaches, but this is stealthy surveillance on a whole new level. It's not just about what's recorded, it's about the psychological toll of never knowing when you're being watched. Let's talk about Australia's Privacy Commissioner, Carly Kind. She's not just raising alarms, she's sounding the alarm bells. She's pointing out that current laws are completely unprepared for this tech. Right now, Australia's Privacy Act only regulates businesses and governments, not individuals. So if I walk into a park and film you without your consent, there's no legal recourse. But if a company like Meta is collecting that data, suddenly they're under the law's microscope. What makes this really interesting is the hypocrisy here. Companies are being held accountable for data they collect, but the average person using a smart glass to film someone? They're basically in the clear. That's a massive loophole, and it's going to be exploited. In my opinion, this is the kind of gap that will lead to real-world harm. Think of vulnerable groups like children or domestic violence survivors who can't even know they're being watched. And let's not forget the tech giants. Google and Apple are rumored to launch their own smart glasses by 2027. If they're going to enter this market, they'll need to navigate a minefield of ethical questions. How do you notify someone their voice has been recorded? How do you get consent for facial recognition when the person doesn't even know they're being scanned? These aren't just technical hurdles, they're moral ones. A detail I find fascinating is that Meta already has guidelines for their Ray-Bans, telling users to respect people's preferences and turn off the camera if someone objects. But here's the problem: how do you enforce that? If someone is using glasses discreetly, how do you even know they're recording you? It's like trying to catch a thief in the dark. This isn't just about loss, it's about trust. The Australian government is talking about privacy reforms, but the real issue is whether people will trust these devices at all. If public trust in tech companies is already at an all-time low, how do you expect people to feel safe in public spaces? What this really suggests is a cultural shift we are not prepared for. We've grown up with the idea that privacy is something we can control, like closing a door or turning off a phone. But smart glasses erase that control. They make privacy a guessing game. And when you're forced to live in a world where you can't trust the people around you, that's when society starts to fracture. So here's the question: are we ready for a world where the line between public and private disappears? I'm not sure. But one thing is clear: this isn't just about glasses. It's about power. Who gets to control our data? Who gets to decide when we're being watched? And more importantly, who's going to stop them? The next time you see someone wearing smart glasses, ask yourself, are you looking at a piece of technology, or a potential invader of your privacy?